Yo, what's good? What's going on, man? Salute to everybody tuning into the channel, man. It's your boy, Acito. J. Cole. J. Cole, man. The man is back. The man is back. He has popped back out. We got the fall off. We finally have a release date. Man. The album is going to be dropping February 6th. We are just a couple weeks away. He's dropping a lot of trailers. I'm starting to see a lot of interviews, part one, part two interviews. I'm seeing like a lot of rappers that probably were in the studio with J. Cole that heard the album, like Jadakiss. Jadakiss was on his podcast with Fat Joe, and he was talking about, the songs that he heard. He also spilled the beans and said that J. Cole is going to be releasing a mixtape on his birthday, a week before the actual album. And I believe the mixtape is going to be called It's a Boy. So this is like, I think how he did Friday Night Lights mixtape, but then he dropped the album, kind of like, in that form. I'm believing like some of these songs or freestyles per se that's gonna be on this project. One of them is For the Love. You know what I'm saying? I guess he jumped on a couple Jadakiss and Locks records. So I don't know. Like according to Jadakiss, the nigga said the niggas rapping. He's saying that we gonna love the album and we gonna love this mixtape. He's stamping it. You know what I'm saying? And Fat Joe was giving him a little pushback. Because the way J. Cole backed out of the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, how he was on the record with Drake, they were sending shots saying they were the big two, the big three and all this and that. And then for J. Cole to drop his project and had a diss record going at Kendrick, and then for him to pretty much get on stage in front of thousands of people and pretty much bow down to Kendrick Lamar and remove himself out of the battle and pretty much leave Drake hanging. It was a lot of people were just disappointed, because throughout the years, J. Cole just always been one of them, slick talking, real straightforward with the bars. Like, I'm the best. I'll battle any one of you niggas. I'll bite your head off. Like, he's always been that type of guy. And I think one of the reasons why a lot of people respect his pen. And he's never really been battle tested. You know what I mean? Maybe on wax, but I can't remember a rapper that dissed J. Cole and J. Cole responded. Like, maybe little subliminals and stuff, but I don't recall. Like, nothing on the levels of Drake or Kendrick or even Big Sean or, you know what I'm saying? Like, Meek Mill. I don't recall that. So this was like his really first like public test. And the way he kind of bowed out and then just disappeared, it was just really sad, bro. And Fat Joe was just like, bro, if he's on this album talking this big shit, like, I'm talking like, you know what I'm saying, I kill one of you rappers, you can't beat me, I'm the best shit. Like, niggas ain't believing it. Like, niggas really ain't believing no tough talk, just on the fashion of how you bowed out. Now, I'm pretty sure there's some type of explanation to this. And, J. Cole kind of let the narrative just be out there. He just gracefully bowed out. And the way he did it was just a little distasteful, bro. It was a little distasteful. Me just as a J. Cole fan, man, like, I love the shit talk. I love the confidence that he carries, and then, to see him kind of go out like that, it was very disappointing. Very, very disappointing, man. But he's back, you know what I mean? And I've seen some of the manufacturing videos of them pressing up the vinyls for the fall off. I don't know if it's gonna be a double disc. It seems like it's gonna be like a double disc, but it's gonna be some good features on there. From a lot of people, inside sources, people, bloggers in the industry that I talk to, they're saying that this shit is incredible. It's probably gonna be like album of the year, and it's probably gonna get a lot of responses, like as far as rappers. You know what I'm saying? I asked, I'm like, yo, is he going at Kendrick at all? And I didn't get an answer. So I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? And I didn't really hear Kendrick really say anything too crazy that I remember. He might have said a line, but I don't know. I don't even know like what's his relationship with Kendrick? What's his relationship with Drake? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just curious to hear some of these things and how did he feel, with all the backlash he took from removing that diss record off his album and pretty much like bowing out. Like, it was just crazy. Like the rollout from that project and then him going into the fall off, like it was perfect. Like it was perfect, perfect. But I'm just curious to see, man. Like I want J. Cole to be successful. I want J. Cole to get his, get his groove back, get back in the motion of things, and get back to consistently being out here. I don't want him to drop a project and then fade to black. We don't hear from the nigga for like 7, 8 years. You see photos of this nigga out here in Fayetteville at Waffle House and shit. Like, yeah, come on, man. I want to see you rap, bro. I want to see you rap. The Dreamville Festival out here in Carolina, that shit was incredible. It grossed like over $25 million for like the city. You know what I'm saying? So, and they also extended the Dreamville. That was supposed to be the last one, but it made so much money for the state and for the city. Like, they were encouraging Rock Nation to continue the shit. So, not Rock Nation, Live Nation, excuse me, Live Nation to continue the festival. So, I just want to hear the music, bro. Like I want to hear the music. I'm not one of these dudes that's like, oh, I don't want to hear it. Like I want to hear it. If he is talking that talk, I want to hear it. And I'm pretty sure with this album, we're gonna get a full explanation. We probably might get a little teaser on this mixtape, It's a Boy, and I seen his single that he put out, the whole like going back in time and kind of rewind and kind of like retracing the steps. There was a lot of like messages in there that I couldn't really fully dissect. Some of it I did, but some of the lines I heard in there, like it was a line where he was talking about so-called idols, like he was signed to so-called idols, and I was like, yo, is that a shot at Hove? Like I played it back like 3-4 times, and I'm just like, damn, what do you mean so-called idol? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought about it too. I'm like, yo, like what's his relationship with Hove? You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't really seen J. Cole nowhere near Hove, not standing close to Hove or anything. No features probably since his first album. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was it the Blueprint 3? No. What album was that? Where Hove had like the guitars and all that shit on the cover. I can't remember what the hell that album was, but I think J. Cole was on that album. But ever since, I don't know, we've never seen a collaboration. Hell, I don't even think I seen a picture of them two niggas together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to see what his relationship is like with Hove, But I don't know, man. Like, I know one thing, like, depending on what he's saying on this project and how he's talking, this could ignite some problems. You know what I mean? Or niggas might smell blood. They might just start firing at him. You know what I mean? They might just start firing at him. And I hope he's clipped up and ready, because you ain't going to be able to tuck your tail, bro. Like, if niggas call you for that smoke, you going to have to step to the plate. But I do feel like he can, depending on how great this music is, he can revamp his career. He can, revamp the whole negative, speculation that people saying that J. Cole's a phony, J. Cole ain't really about that and all this and that. He could change that around, but just putting out great music. And one thing about J. Cole, he's going to always put out a great album, a great body of work. So I'm confident that he's going to deliver in that form, but I hope he don't take the high road and not address the elephant in the room on this album. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to hearing from it, man. The Fall Off, like I said, is supposed to drop February 2nd. And then he's got the mixtape coming, I think, January 26th. It's a Boy, right before the album. I'm interested to see how the mixtape is going to be released. Like, is this going to be direct to consumer, straight from his website? Is it going to the DSPs? Is it going to be like a SoundCloud type thing? That's another thing I'm looking forward to seeing, because we're in this age now where a lot of the rappers are going direct to consumer. They're really pulling back from these streaming sites, or they're just having the shit just directly from their website. So I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out. But I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man, about J. Cole's upcoming album. Are you looking forward to it? What do you think it's going to do? Do you think it's going to, put him in a good light as far as in the rap community? Or do you feel like the damage was just too much and there's no way from coming back from that? Let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I love all you guys for subscribing and liking and commenting on the videos. I really appreciate it. This week alone, I jumped like 50 subscribers, man. So Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the content. It's your boy Acito, man. I'm out of here. Peace.